Foul demon, face the vengeance of the Moon Knight.
Tsunami Studios.
Avengers 37. The conclusion to the Age of Khonshu, the storyline that got me to actually read Jason Aaron's Avengers run. Let me say this, I haven't liked the series. I don't think Jason Aaron's Avengers is that good. I think the artwork from Guron is amazing and is way better than this book and the writing. And the Age of Khonshu event does not feel like a Moon Knight story to me. I don't think it understands the character or Khonshu or how Mark would react to the larger Marvel Universe or how he does react to the larger Marvel Universe. This did a lot of things wrong. This conclusion, however, saying all the things I don't like about the other parts of the series, it's an alright conclusion. There's a couple of things in it I like. There's some things that I'm like, okay. We wrapped this up pretty quick. Because last issue, we gave Mark the Phoenix Force, which I'm like, that's a dumb idea. Mark would never let himself get another cosmic entity to control him, but I understand, like, oh, maybe it can defeat Khonshu, sure. But I still don't buy it. And this issue, it was just kind of like, everyone just kind of like becomes strong enough to defeat the villain, instead of there actually being like any consequence. And I guess they kind of get some power from it, but it's weird. So it does start off, Carol and Tony are still in space with the Star Baby. I don't know anything about the baby. And Mark shows up. He's like, guys, get the baby away from here. I'll beat the shit out of Khonshu. For some reason, Mark is swearing a lot in this book. You didn't like his inner monologue. They bleep out like a couple words, and he says hell and damn. It's like, okay. I don't know why he's so angry. Maybe it's the Phoenix Force. So they send the baby away. Mark's beating up his little god boy there, Khonshu, and Khonshu goes back to Earth where he is attacked by Black Panther, and you're like, we're okay, we're still doing the thing where Black Panther's going to attack him, that's fine. We're summoning all the mummies, all the werewolf guards, all the pharaohs, everyone that's a part of our team, they're all here now, and we're stronger than ever, but now our Avengers are back, and they're just easily kick Khonshu to death. I like the idea, though. I like the idea that Khonshu was like, I deserve to wield the power of the Ghost Rider. It's in my right. I deserve it. And then Robbie shows up next to T'Challa and he's like, it hurts when you lose it, so I really hope this hurts you when I take it the fuck back. And I really like that moment. Really strong moment from Robbie there, and it's just like, okay, so I guess being in close proximity to Khonshu, Robbie can get the Ghost Rider power back. Okay, I mean, makes sense to me for the most part. So if that power, him and T'Challa, they just beat the shit out of him, they take the amulets or the power back for like the Fist of Khonshu, not the Fist of Khonshu, I'm sorry, the Iron Fist of Kunlun, the Sorcerer Supreme power, they take that back as Cap, She-Hulk, and Blade are kind of like fighting through these hordes, and we see that T'Challa just shows up to them, he's like, hey guys, good job, you're doing great, why don't you use these powers to go beat the shit out of the mummies while we strap Khonshu to the hood of Robbie's car. You're like, okay, I don't really know what's going on here. Okay, so She-Hulk becomes the Iron Fist. Okay. And Blade becomes the Sorcerer Supreme. Okay, that's okay. That's fine, I guess. I don't think much of it. And then it's like, screw it, let's strap Khonshu to the hood of Robbie's car and just drive him around, and that's how we'll beat him. And that's kind of how they win. It's kind of like, now we have power to defeat the forces. Forget giving the power back to Danny Rand and Stephen Strange right away. Let's just use these to beat everyone up. And I'm like, okay, that's what you're doing. I get it. I can support it, I guess. I mean, it's... I don't know if I liked this book, but I will say it's the best of the Age of Khonshu stuff. It's just the least annoying, the least dumb, and it's not even that it's like smart, it's just, it's over. And I don't know, it just was like, now we have the powers that we took from Khonshu, so we're able to defeat him, and we got it because Ghost Rider showed up and took his power back, and I'm like, that's okay, whatever, it's fine. I think my favorite part of the book, just because I'm like, it's kind of interesting, is we see Mark in space, and he's just still with the Phoenix Force. He's just looking down on Earth like, so much wrong with this place, the parasite that is mankind. I could destroy the world, rebuild it anew, and it'd be better than ever. It's like, yeah, okay, you could, couldn't you? I don't think that's ever been in your like worldview, though. I guess maybe the Phoenix Force is kind of corrupting him, they could say, but Mark's never been one who's like, the world is bad, we gotta fix it and burn it and change it. And it's like, no, that's not you. And I also, like, there's a line he says in here where it's like, now I realize I truly have lost my mind. I'm like, no. This isn't where you've truly lost your mind. But whatever. It's done. It's done. I can't say anything about it because it's done. And because Mjolnir's just floating next to Mark, Thor is like implanted in a moon, so he's able to summon it back. He's like, Mark, you Knight of Moons, you do not deserve this power, and just kind of like hits him with Mjolnir. Mark comes crashing down to Earth. He no longer has the Phoenix Force. He's just like, these ideas floating in my mind of what reality is, what the Phoenix Force can do, all these delusions of things to come, an event that hasn't happened yet. And he's just human now. No one's gonna like. Okay, never mind. I do kind of like the idea that the Avengers are like, we don't really need to go get Mark because he's not really a threat. We got his god. So what are we going to do with his god? This, I know it's weird to say, but I was thinking about this and how this book ended off with Moon Knight and how it ended up with he no longer has Khonshu in his mind. And I was like, if I wanted to, or if Marvel was like, we want a fresh talent to write a Moon Knight ongoing, that idea that Moon Knight no longer has Khonshu in his mind could directly play into one of my earlier pitches for a Moon Knight comic book, as to where Mark no longer has to deal with the identity of Khonshu in his head, and Khonshu goes to find Beatrice, his daughter, and wants to use her as his new avatar. So if you wanted to do that, Jason Aaron, that's a free one for you if you want to do something with that. If not, Marvel, hook me up, we can write something cool. Hook me up? Yeah, that works. And it's fine. Moon Knight's no longer the Phoenix, that's fine, I don't really care. But now the Phoenix is just flying about, and we do end the book seeing Jean Grey is like, I felt something in the weird force or whatever. And she's talking to Wolverine, he's like, well, we'll figure out what it is, because I got 6 reasons why, or some stupid shit with his claws. Okay, I don't want this, though. I decided I'm going to continue reading Jason Aaron's Avengers, and I'll do reviews on them. But I'm tired. I don't think it was that fun. I don't think it was that entertaining. It's a conclusion that happened. They just kind of used enough strength and power and friendship to beat Khonshu, and then Thor hits. They kind of like all hit each other to the point where things happen. Moon Knight hits Khonshu, he goes back to Earth. Thor hits Moon Knight, he goes back to Earth, you know? It's done, and that's what matters, is that it's done. So, Avengers number 37, I am going to give a 5 out of 10. And thank you guys so much for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.